Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 2. First of all, I know this video is actually going out quite late. And when I say late, I don't mean at night. I mean depending on the time zone you're in. But I mean in terms of the dates. I know that this game obviously took place before the international break. We are now at the end of the international break, and finally this video will be getting released. And that is because I just really been busy. So um, a very, I would say this international break has been good because it's just been so tiring. I mean, look, for players that didn't go with their team, national team, it's great. They get to train, but they also get more rest. But I think as fans, it is obviously very good to watch so many games going on, especially your favorite team. But I just think that sometimes as fans, when there's so many games, there's a game every 3 days, and you watch. I mean, if you are living somewhere, Asia or America or something, and the time zones are just so much different, and you're getting up in the morning or staying up late to watch these games, you know, it is just good to have the last 2 weeks to just not have to really watch these games. Now, the international break was probably one of the best we have had in a long time in terms of just certain games and qualifiers and Nations League, but usually these sort of games are meaningless and they really aren't anything special. But I thought the quality was pretty good. But just to get that little break away from the football, the club football is good. We'll be back at it again. Obviously, no more international breaks for the remaining of the season. So it is that sort of push to the end of the season now, and no massive injuries for Real Madrid. In terms of the international break, which is incredible, which is what we needed, and hopefully that is now, this sort of little final push, the next 3 months, the push until the end of the season. Hopefully, that is going to be the case. But back to this game, obviously with what I remember, a much needed win. Because obviously, you want to be keeping up with Barcelona. Obviously, they did beat Atletico Madrid, which means that they are still on 60 points level. Obviously, with that game in hand, which they're going to play tonight, actually, when this video goes out, against Osasuna at home. They will be without Rafinha and Araujo, so I'm not trying to be one of those guys who just want to see rivals not have their best players. But I think that it is a big advantage. And would I take that advantage? Yes, I think that they might still win without Rafinha, but I think that Barcelona without Rafinha will definitely be weakened. And is there a chance Osasuna go there and get a result? There's every possibility. But it will be tough for Osasuna. But again, I think that it could happen. It really could. And obviously that 4 point lead on Atletico Madrid, who play against Espanyol, if I'm not wrong, away from home. So that will be a very tough game. Obviously, Espanyol are 15th. They are a relegation battling team. They are in that bunch. But look, away from home, we went there. Obviously, lost due to controversy, but anything could happen in that one as well. But just Real Madrid just sort of getting this job done away at the Ceramica against Villarreal. It is certainly a place where we haven't successfully beaten them in 8 years. I'm pretty sure the last time we beat them at the Ceramica was 2017, and I believe that is 8 years ago. It is. So Um, it's been a long time, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't stunning. It wasn't dominant. Look, the stats um, are in so much favor for Villarreal. I mean, look, 23 shots for Villarreal, 23 to 9. I mean, Real Madrid had 9 shots to 23. They had 10 shots on target. They had more shots on target than we had shots the whole game. We had 5 shots on target. Um, More possession, more passes. Um, Basically, what that means is just keeping the ball, and you know, the 2 goals, quick succession within 6 minutes. But after getting, the lead, after going 2-1 up, it really was one of those games where you just sort of protect that lead. And Villarreal were obviously tough to break down because they're so strong defensively. But yeah, the 2 goals, you look at that and you go, it is just individuals again, and it is Mbappé again, it is Brahim, it is Lucas Vazquez getting involved again, in the attacking sense, because I think Lucas Vazquez defensively is very suspect. I think we all know that. But I think if you were to, sort of look at it from an offensive point of view, he contributes to the team. Bellingham doing well. Um, Obviously Rodrigo starting, Brahim starting, no Vinicius starting. You know, um, and this team, I just think that with the way this team is playing, can we win trophies? Yes. It will be tough because every competition that we are in, Barcelona are in. Now, that's not to say Real Madrid should be or are scared of Barcelona. But if you want to beat Barcelona, you must take those opportunities. You must take on that opportunity. And it starts with, sorry, but like I said, the likes of Lucas Vazquez cannot be starting those games anymore. I think we have finally realized, and I think Carlo Ancelotti has finally realized, that Fede Valverde has to be the right back from now until the end of the season. Now, I will talk about the Trent Alexander-Arnold stuff in a different video, but for now, what you have is Fede Valverde. You have to play him there. And again, you can do it in La Liga in certain games. You can start Lucas Vazquez in certain games. But I think the fundamental part in the big games, in the Champions League, in the Copa del Rey final, if we do get past Real Sociedad, and in the El Clasico against Barcelona, which is coming up in about 2 months, it is to get that team selection right, and it is, to put the right personnel. Because this team, with the right personnel, with the right players who can do it on the pitch, the way this team has been playing recently, it's been better. It's been better. Mbappé finally scoring again. That's great. We need to get Vinicius Junior back scoring again. We need to get Bellingham involved again. Rodrigo has been getting involved. Brahim Diaz has been getting involved. So, look, these little elements, of bits of pieces can contribute to a very, very big picture. But you must get things right. You must. And, let's just see how the remaining season will be. But let's talk about the goals in, this game. The goal by Foyth. Corner comes in for Villarreal. The ball gets delivered into the center zone, and look, I don't know how there was a scramble. Foyth was there, scores. I mean, how is he getting to the ball, and what was going on? I don't know, but just a really poor goal to concede. And then, yeah, 2 very, very good goals. The first one, yeah, Mbappé, really, really nice. Nice little pass into Brahim Diaz, who, yeah, just sort of gets through in a sort of 1v1 situation, and tries to chip the keeper. Keeper makes a good save, but um, it comes back off Mbappé, and it's a really really good finish. Second goal, yeah, look, again, Mbappé I thought was brilliant. Fede Valverde gets the ball on the right hand side, through ball for Lucas Vazquez, cuts it back. No one was there, but Mbappé picked it up, takes a touch, and at the sort of edge of the box area gets a really really good finish. The power, the precision, it was very good. So yeah, um, 2 goals from Mbappe again. He is still in contention for the La Liga top scorer. He's 2 goals away from Robert Lewandowski, and this is supposed to be a player who isn't having a good season. Yeah, but look, obviously, like I said earlier on, we will talk about the trend stuff and other news in another video. I think tomorrow, and yeah, a good win for Real Madrid as we come back to club football. Leganes at home next, Real Sociedad at home, and then who else do we have in La Liga? And then after that, it's Arsenal away. But before Arsenal away, there's a Liga game. Alaves away, Arsenal away, and then I think it is Athletic Club at home, and then Arsenal at home, if I'm not wrong. Lots of games, obviously. Yep. No, it's Getafe away, and then Celta Vigo. No, wait, that's after Arsenal. Athletic Club is after Arsenal. So no, wait. So Leganes, Real Sociedad. It is Valencia. Sorry, next weekend, and then Arsenal away, Alaves away, and then Arsenal at home, and then Athletic Club at home. So look, it is going to be a very tough couple of weeks. You've got some big games in there. You've got, I would say, some good games. Leganes at home, Valencia at home should be winnable games. Real Sociedad at home should be a game where we get to the final. And then you got the 2 Champions League games, and you got Alaves away, squeeze between it, and you got Athletic Club at home afterwards as well. So couple of big games, but hopefully we can get it done. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the thumbs, subscribe to show us on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.